It's a really important camp, obviously, with the Asian Cup for us just around the corner. This particular week was about bringing in players who have, done some really good things for us over the course of the cycle through qualification and previous camps, and also players that are doing well in the A-League. For us, it was just about ensuring that there's some clarity around what it is we're going to look like on the pitch, but also what it's going to look like for us off the pitch from a culture perspective. We have a range of coaches coming in, and it's, we're here, we're open. I think there's a real duty here to bring people along the journey with us because everyone's contributing to this. All A-League clubs, all A-League coaches, and various member-fed programs. We really talk about habits and actions, and we try and influence them when they're here around those areas and look for them to be the best versions of themselves when they're in here. And that's all we can ask when they leave. We want them to be a young Matilda and perform their habits and actions like a young Matilda would do in their own environments.
Yeah, he's really big on the culture, which I think is a big thing. All the clubs I've been at with success have had a really good culture off the field, so I think during the hard moments that's what gets you through. And then also on the field, he's big about just being creative, being yourself, being dynamic, and enjoying our football.
The main message has just been to be brave on the ball, play out with the team and just trust yourself and play freely, which I really like about Alex. He lets us play as free as we want, doesn't give us too many rules to follow, but just high on standards.
We do not stop! We do not stop!
With the strong teams in the Asian Cup, there's talent equally spread across all the groups. Japan are fantastic, and they've been fantastic for a long time in these youth tournaments. And that's the team we can't wait to go head-to-head with because they're a really respectable team, and to my knowledge we haven't beaten that team at this age group before. We want to have a really aggressive performance against them and see what our best looks like against a solid team. What we're going to rely on to give us that extra edge is the Australian DNA, that relentless ethic of working really hard, having a really strong culture and a really strong environment. I really believe that those areas can help us perform even better on the pitch. We know from a football point of view what we can do, but we want to make sure we're strong and we're connected on and off the pitch, and I believe that successful teams have those ingredients. Myself, Joe and Mike Cooper with the 17s, we have weekly conversations and formalised meetings. We're lifting the bonnet on Australian women's football, and the unified approach that we've got around that is something I'm really proud to be a part of, and Joe's sort of leading that in a really good way. And I get quite excited every time we have those types of discussions, and I think we're taking some big steps forward together as a coaching unit as well.